It's interesting because the film has ended up spanning different parts of all three books in the trilogy, not necessarily in any one order, not necessarily as like every bit from every book. But this script has ended up encompassing actually more of the world than I think one would assume. And I think because so much in the book is descriptive of the noise, because we're able to do that in an audiovisual way, I think it's helpful having that, because you're able to tell the story probably in a more condensed way, because the noise does so much of the work that the book has to do in a narrative way. Without the noise, there is no issue. Without the noise, there are people living as people do. And within this story, it's the noise that forms any sort of contention. It's the disparity with men and women having noise and not. That is the sort of history of New World, and it's a massive issue for Todd and Viola to overcome. So really, with the noise had to be intense, like it's an intense part of the experience of chaos walking. Viola and Todd meet sort of by chance, and what is amazing in the story is Todd can't really explain why he's drawn to Viola, but he basically, well, I mean, he's told to as well by Ben Killian, but he leaves everything he knows in order to help her, which is amazing. And that I think is why we did the additional photography too, because it's a challenging relationship to make work, because there has to be like a pull, but also you have to understand why they stay together. And obviously he's super helpful to Viola, so it's clearer that way. He brings a lot to it. He has to be a young man on the cusp of proper adulthood. He has to make the audience understand why he's with Viola. And a lot of that, honestly, and it's in the trailer, a lot of that is his relationship with Manchi. Like, he loves his dog so much, and it's wonderful. I remember someone saying it on set when we were filming. It's wonderful seeing characters liking something. It makes you like them. So it's like a really wonderful way into Todd to see how he is with his dog. I think Chaos Walking serves a broader audience in that it's the thing that you always hope from sort of bigger action films, is that there's like a real heart to the story. And the heart is sort of Viola and Todd's relationship and them going on this journey, and what that does to everyone else and what it means for literally a whole planet of people.
I became aware that he was a big singer and a musician, but it kind of like passed over my head. Maybe it's a generation thing, and my kids were screaming at me when I told them, it's like, Dad, don't you know him? But so he's always been an actor for me, and a brilliant one as they come. I mean, he's very energetic, he's very on the target. Sometimes you can be very ambitious as an actor on your own behalf, which is an obvious thing you should be, but more importantly should be on the behalf of the character and on the film. And I think that he's right on the ball. He is doing everything, and he will definitely try out a lot of different things, but always having in mind what the character is and what the film is. He's lovely to work with, and he's lovely to watch. Tom is just a brilliant young actor. He's done this for many years, and not only on films, he's also done stage work, right? And there's always something that comes from stage work, in the sense that you have a robustness, you never become fatigued. You can go on and on and on, and he can adapt to new ideas, which you do a lot on theater. And then he has, obviously, like any movie star should have, he has the ability to go in and cling, he's there, and the camera sees it, so he's wonderful to work with. Yeah, I mean, the same goes with Daisy as it goes with Tom, and Daisy has now proven quite a few times that she's a very, very talented young actress, and having that ability that not only to be able to act, but that the camera loves you, and that's what makes the big stars. You know, and when the camera is in love with you, as it is with Daisy, it will pick up all the little things she does, and for that reason, she will be a great storyteller. I mean, the noise plays a vital part, obviously. But to the men, they've been around it for 20 odd years. So it's part of their day. They take it for granted. There are a few times, obviously, where we take in and use the noise as a dramatic effect, where we are forcing somebody to reveal their noise. And then it was a technical thing, whether like it manifests itself on the side, above, around the character. It's just little technical things what we're looking at. But in general, people trying to keep the noise out, meaning that we're not reacting to noise constantly. That would be complete madness, but it's constantly there. So you can imagine a radio that plays non-stop with a lot of annoying music. And that's the kind of world they live in, but they don't take it in. They have to keep it out.